Hey, hello. Today's project is to fix some scrapes and dings on the Jeep. Fenders and that are fiberglass, the roof's fiberglass, and we'll fix the dings on those as well, but on the metal, I want to get those fixed so I don't ever have to worry about rust later. So we'll get started on that. Got an assistant today. Say hello, assistant.
Hello.
Alright, we're going to be using this paint pen, Mopar touch-up paint. So I throw it around here. It's got a tip for roughing up the surface, a pen tip for tiny spots, and then a little brush for bigger spots. And then it actually has a little bit of a gloss clear coat as well. So this is for the firecracker red of the Jeep. That's the number on there. So we will go around and find all of our scratches and scrapes and put some blue tape on those. Is that one there? Oh, there is one on the inside there. Is it focusing? So we'll put a little piece of tape just so we can see where it is. And that's one there. Actually, there's two there. So I'll put two pieces of tape so I don't forget. I don't want these tape on there very much. I just want it enough to stick and remind me where the spots are. There's that one there too.
What about these two?
Well, that's what these two pieces of tape are. I'm not putting the tape on it. I'm putting it next to it. So I can remember where they are. So right now we're just going around and looking for spots. These fenders are fiberglass. And the rocks, before I got the mud flaps on, especially when we went over to Grandma and Grandpa's, we got lots of dings. See, look at these. That was the main reason for getting the mud flaps, was some pretty good little divots in the fiberglass there, and the paint. So these aren't as important to get touched up, but the ones in the middle, like on the back there, they'll eventually get rusty. Gotta be able to see what I'm doing, goofballing. I appreciate your camera work, you're doing good, but I gotta be able to see what I'm doing too.
That's
and then
a
we'll
lot.
come back and clean these up. I've got some rubbing alcohol and should clear off all the grime and goop so that we can get things clean. It's when it goes into the paint that I wanna get those. There's not too much on the doors. It got dirty. It was cleaner last week after I washed it, but then it was so rainy I didn't get out here and touch up the paint. And I know I got a scratch, I think, that bad one, I think I actually did the other day when I was washing it. So I had that, there's a heavy brass fitting on the end of the hose, and I fumbled the hose and it bonked. And then that was on there, so I think that was my fault. That's a bad one, we gotta get, oh, there's a little bit of a, let me open the door, watch out. Yeah, there's a little one on the door sill there. Well, lost my tape. We'll just do that there. Well, you can close the door if you want. So I'm on the hinge here. Yeah, quite a bit on that hinge there. So that's stuff flying back. And we'll just put a big piece there to kind of show. Yeah. Let's see, here's on the roof from where Sam dropped it that time. Or Benjamin, one of them. They both put dings and scratches into the stuff. And there's some good divots out of this fender as well.
Oh, yeah.
There's more of these from driving on the gravel. Now, we'll go around and clean these. I'll get out the dirt and any residue from washing. Yeah, it squeaks pretty good, huh? There's my next blue. Nope, that's just a spot. Oh, I missed these here on this. I'll get some tape to mark those so we don't forget them.
Should I go get the tape?
Sure. these. Yeah, these are a couple on here. Hopefully I've got enough in that little paint pen to cover all this. It was also shiny last week, but it doesn't take long to get dusty and dirty. Can you see that line there? Oh. This is actually like a plastic tape film thingy over top of that there, just to prevent it from getting these kind of nicks and scrapes. Alright, I think we just about got that part of it done. And get this spiky thing off. It's just to hold it in the package.
That's cool.
So that's an abrasive tip, so you can use that to kind of smooth it out and clean as well. So we'll go back over with this just real lightly. La-di-da, da-da-di-da, la-di-da. Dueling cameras.
Yes.
Yeah, wow, that's comes down. I'm gonna need a
Paper towel.
let me see how this goes. I think what I'm gonna need is a crap. Yeah, I'm gonna need a paper towel because that's putting out way too much.
This.
Or actually, here, I'll just use this rag.
Oh.
That is a crazy amount. And once you have a little bit on the tip, then you can move around. That's now we'll go to these bigger ones we didn't get with this brush. Maybe back on some of these others as well.
That's a lot for paint.
I'm gonna go around one more with this and hit some of these spots that didn't get real good with the pen tip.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to do that.
Don't get too crazy here when I'm trying to work.
I don't think it worked.
Allow 30 minutes to dry
30
for additional
minutes?
paint or top coat. So it is about quarter after 10. So about 10:45 we'll come back out. So let's turn it.
1 hour later.
It's covered up somewhat. Yeah. Might put a little bit more on some of those deeper ones like that.
Oh, this is a dark spot. I don't know.
I think you just got some dirt or something. Yeah, it's smudging some grease or something on there. Flattening out these. They're kind of got a little lumpy. Some of them I'll put a little more paint on. Some of them I'll just wait and put the clear coat on.
See it. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, you can tell where it was, but it's not bad. But first, I'll remember to shake it this time.
What time is it?
11:30. So it's been like
11:30?
it's been a little over an hour since we were out here.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a spiky finger. No, that doesn't need any more. Let's see about this. I already did that one more. Okay. We'll give it a few more minutes. We'll give it a few more minutes to
Pooey.
a few more minutes to dry, and then we'll come back out and smooth it down again.
Ah.
Put some shiny stuff on it. So I think we've got enough coverage now. It'll just be a matter of putting some shininess on there. It's not going to be great, but skier. Oh, another little bug. It's not going to be great, but it won't rust.
It smells weird.
It smells like paint.
Shiny.
Yep. It's a little lumpy, but it's there.
Shiny.
Come out and look at it when it's all dry. I think we're all finished. Alright, gonna look at the final product here. Not great, still smudgy, not as noticeable. Most important is that it is much safer now as far as, worrying about rust, that sort of thing. So it probably looks slightly better than it did, especially these hinges turned it out pretty well. But overall kind of disappointed, mostly in my skill level. But, as lumpy as that is, I probably could have done that better. Some of the problem was I was trying to do too many, going all the way around the car, doing all these spots at the same time. I had to worry about things drying, and I was just trying to rush a little bit. But I'd say we've got, like I say, functionally, we got what we needed. Aesthetically, it could have been much better. That pin, I thought the pin would work a little better than it did. It just gushed way too much. It was much easier to control it with a little brush, but even that was a little too much for this. If I had to do it all over, I'd probably poke some real small holes in some concrete, and I've got a little spray can of the same paint, and I would masked it off a little bit with the cardboard, sprayed like that. I think that would have been a much better way to go, but it was successful. We got done what we needed to do, even if it didn't get done quite as well as I would have liked. So that's it for today.